Hello to all my friends out there and all my enemies and all the people that are wondering where he went. When's he going to come back? What's he going to do? What are we going to do without him? Well, I'm here to tell you that if the six-sided ring can come back in TNA, then Scotty Hall can come back to YouTube. Now, I know I've been away for a while. I know that I said that I wouldn't be doing this for a while, and I didn't retire from YouTube or whatever. I just took a break, and Sarah took over my channel, so she has been taken by aliens or something. And now that I told her that if she couldn't keep up the end of the deal, that I was going to take back over. So now that she's became stagnant, I have to pick up the slack. That's the only way that I can do it, because I wanted her to elevate the channel, and I want to thank her for everything that she did and all the contributions, and she really did a good job, and I appreciate it. So that being said, I want to talk about something. I want to talk about TNA Impact Wrestling in New York City. A 3-day taping that lasted 3 weeks. 3 weeks of pure joy. I haven't had this much fun watching wrestling in 15 years since Mankind went off the top of the cell. I mean, to suspend my disbelief like they did on this, the Hardy Boys getting back together, Taz, everybody, Snitsky, and you know, Ezekiel Jackson coming back. I mean, I know that they're not big names, but at least they're trying. TNA brought back the six-sided ring and everything, and did everything they could. And I know people give TNA hell, but I love it. I love it. I mean, it is what wrestling should be about, professional wrestling. I don't care how big the crowds are. I don't care how much money they make or whatever they do. People still watch Ring of Honor. People watch, if you like wrestling, you're going to go to a high school gymnasium and actually watch it. It doesn't matter who's wrestling. It's wrestling. It doesn't matter how it's portrayed, how many people are there, how loud they're screaming. But a crowd that is just 1,500 to 2,000 people put on more of a show than what WWE has put on since CM Punk left. I mean, these guys are actually trying. Dixie Carter went through a table for professional wrestling. She brought back a six-sided ring because that's what the fans wanted. Anybody that sits here and complains about Spike TV and Impact Wrestling and say that they're a true wrestling fan, or they want hardcore and they want blood and they want everything that they need to get that WWE is not giving them, they gave it to them on these 3 nights that took 3 weeks, and it was amazing. I don't know whether they edited it or what they did to it, but anyway, it portrayed itself to me as I was 8 years old watching wrestling again. And Bully Ray promised that Dixie Carter would go through a table, and he did what he said he was going to do. And I don't care if you guys complain about Bully Ray, or complain about Tommy Dreamer, or complain about Taz, or complain about everybody. You have to realize that it is still Bully Ray, and it is still Team 3D. It doesn't matter if it was 25 years ago or if it was 5 years ago. Those boys are the most decorated champions in wrestling history. I mean, that's got to say something. And they're going in the right direction. And I just hope that people can see what happened these 3 weeks and how the direction of wrestling is going. You sit and say you want blood. They gave you blood. You sit and say you want extreme. They gave you extreme. You had WCW, ECW, TNA, and WWE all mixed into one show. And it was in New York, the greatest crowd that is anywhere. That's why WWE stays away from New York, because they're such a great crowd. But I just want to say that Scotty Hall has co-signed on TNA Impact Wrestling in the 6-sided ring. And I just want y'all to know it was a great show. A lot happened, and I can't go over it all in one video. But I tell you what, this gave me my wrestling fix that I needed for a long time. And I want to thank you all for watching, and I'm glad to see you all again. And just remember, we all have a video camera, we all have internet, and we all have an opinion.